By the way, I learned something disturbing for the news, that Sal the stockbroker has pleasured himself here in the men's room.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Why would he do that?
That's what he either told Will or Doug Goodstein.
What is he doing?
You've got to stop that.
What is he? Is he crazy?
Yeah. I heard you admitted to pleasuring yourself here in the bathroom.
No, well, who said this?
You know who said it.
What a weasel.
What do you
So
mean?
you have done it.
One time.
Why?
I couldn't. Howard, you know how rough my marriage is and everything. We talked about this.
Yeah, so I don't pleasure myself in the bathroom?
I just did it once.
What is he talking about? So his rough marriage. What does that got to do with the company bathroom?
He pleasures himself 3 times a day, you know?
Yeah.
And I got no problem with that. I mean, I
That's his
understand.
business.
Not at work.
But not at work, man.
So is me.
Especially, I heard, like, on the toilets.
That's not true.
Sal, don't be. I'm serious, Sal. Don't be doing that.
I heard.
That ain't
things.
right.
I only do it when Tom's in the stall next to me.
What's sorry, Tom?
You will be fired in a heartbeat.
If he does that.
Just so you know.
I do not.
In a friggin' heartbeat.
I do not do that. We were joking around, and I said to Will the Weasel, his new name, Will the Weasel, that I got worked up when the twin sisters were doing It's Just Wrong. And I went to the bathroom, and he goes, were you standing? And I said, no. And he says, did you make a mess? And I said, no. And I said, it was just one of those things where, you know.
But you can't do that.
And I won't. And I haven't, Tom. So, you know. Take
he had an uncontrollable moment.
It was uncontrollable. Right. That's the best way to. And I cleaned up.
Like so it wasn't like intentional.
Like a gentleman.
Like a gentleman.
I'm just saying, for real.
Yeah, I'm saying for
that's
real, too.
too far.
That is. Come on, Sal.
That's not decent. What if I got pregnant?
You think I'm crazy, but that is actually cleaner than number 2. I mean, if you think about it, girls.
Sal.
How can you even attempt to justify it?
I will. Can I?
No.
Would a woman?
Because
you know what your problem is?
In porno.
You bring porn magazines into the bathroom with
yes,
you.
I do.
He does.
Yeah, but I don't do anything with that.
And you have time? You have that kind of leisure time?
But can I ask you this?
No.
By the way, all he has is leisure time.
I was
That's
going
what
to say, hey, didn't you hear that tape we just played?
Yeah, I did.
That's his job.
Phones are ringing off the hook on that call, baby.
Yeah, everybody likes that.
It actually was very funny.
It is good.
It was really funny.
Tom, can I say, Howard, can I rationalize, please?
Yes.
You know what? I don't want to be here for his rationalization because there is no way to rationalize it.
No, there isn't.
It is aberrant behavior.
But allow me to do so, sir.
No. This is a work environment.
And I'm working.
Yeah. And so you work
on yourself.
and then you go work
but you
on
can't
yourself
expose us to that.
outside of this environment.
I haven't. Will the Weasel exposed
No,
everybody.
not Will. Don't blame Will.
Howard, you tell somebody something in confidence.
Don't tell people
There's
that.
no confidence.
There's no confidence here. You know that.
And there shouldn't be for a story like that.
Can I say something?
If Will keeps your confidence, he's fired.
All right.
Okay?
And I love him dearly, and I can't believe I was in the middle of the hallway working on a project, and I got just thrown under the bus again.
That's right.
That's it. That's what
Obviously, he has something fairly wrong.
If there's a bus, you're
In
probably going
porno.
to be under it.
You seem like you
Robin,
jump in front of the bus.
in
That's the issue.
porno.
Why would you tell someone if you do that?
I don't know how the we were talking about my booth ritual. Sometimes I hit
Oh, did you hear about this?
A booth ritual.
No.
This guy, the other day, gets off the train, and he says to Richard Christie,
You want to hit the booths?
let's go hit the booths.
What does that mean?
Sal goes over to Times Square. You know where they have the live woman?
Not the live, the video, the quarter machines.
You also got the live woman. You go there.
Yeah,
You mean
they're
where
in
the
there.
window?
Yeah.
Oh, my
With the curtain?
goodness.
Listen to me. Sometimes I'm worked up. I'm all worked up from the show. Like last
did we
week when I
hire?
got killed again.
I so hope you're making this stuff up. I so hope this is just part
No,
of your
because Richard said,
Bradford
the
Mike time.
pervert said, I'm not going to any booth. I don't know anybody goes
I
to
use a
booth.
dollar bill to close the handle. I use a dollar bill to push the buttons. I don't touch anything in there except myself. That's it.
Now, what is the
you
booth?
watch.
I
You
don't
go
take-
to Times Square.
And you take care of you put a quarter in the booth, and then you shuffle through videos. And then you drop your pants and you relieve yourself. And then I get on.
Oh!
But wait, I get on the train and I'm out like a light. It's wonderful.
You're about a pitiful son of a bitch.
Thank you.
I mean,
Sal, you can't wait.
but why would you bring Richard Christie with you?
He was with me. We were doing interviews one
How
day. We
gay
wrapped
is
up
that
the
to ask a guy to go with you?
I said to him, "Do you want to hit the booths?" I mean, it's not a big, you know.
Can I just say the most shocking thing about all this is that he has issues in his marriage?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise him.
Can I tell you the story? I almost can't tell it, so I'll do my very best. But can I tell you the story of how Sal accidentally had a gay experience at one of those places?
No. I don't even want to know that.
He went to one of those booths. He was taking care of business.
Okay.
He didn't realize there's a whole subculture of guys who pay to watch guys while they're taking care of business.
Kidding. See, that's what I'd be paranoid about.
In the middle of taking care of business, a sheet goes up, and there's a guy next to him taking care of business.
You're kidding. I thought it's supposed to be private.
It happened.
Oh, yeah, it's real
Oh, my God. It's supposed to be.
That's funny.
It was bad. And I always wondered, when I go into these booths, there's guys in the back. They're just like kicking around, hanging out by the
They're
booth.
waiting for you to go.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that.
You became the show for some dude.
Yeah. That's really
What did
bad.
you do? Did you just run out?
Oh, it was like the turtle put his head back in the shell. And I ran out of
Hey,
there.
Howard, can Sal sleep over?
Oh, you're disgusting. You are disgusting. What is it, Ralph?
I've done that before at the old station.
At the radio station?
When I used to be there every day, and you just, didn't have time, and it just got overwhelmed.
I don't even understand how you could get into it at the bathroom. At the bathroom?
There was some, strippers there.
Tom, what is going on?
What do you mean asking Tom? You bring these people
Well,
in
he's supposed to
here.
be in control of the station.
Tom doesn't do it at all anymore. How would he know about the bathroom?
Oh, but Ralph, what are you talking about?
It just went,
It's not a sexy place.
I know, but I was just kind of overwhelmed, and I just, you're a guy.
I'm a guy. I ain't doing that in no bathroom where my coworkers are.
Can I ask you this, Howard? Have you ever done it in your own personal?
No.
I don't know about that.
All right, once.
We thought.
See, there you go.
There was
You
a time
did
once
it
we
too.
did
No,
Yes, you
of course I did it. Where would I do it?
I don't know.
To myself.
Gary, you've never done
You think
it?
I've done that?
Sal, I swear, I've never done it.
Have you ever come close to going into the bathrooms here?
No.
No.
No, I really.
It's so hard to believe.
I've never done
why?
it
It's
number 2 here.
I don't go number 2 here. I don't want anybody.
And that's my point. Number 2 is dirtier than that.
No, it's not.
No, Sal.
That's what it's meant for.
No, it's aberrant behavior in the workplace. It really is.
No, it's not.
It is so.
Ralph, what do you know about work?
Yeah,
With
Be
no
quiet.
offense, I don't want to be in the bathroom after you guys do that, and I have to use the toilet and sit down on
He's
it.
afraid of getting pregnant. Now stop that.
No, I'm afraid of getting something.
I agree with that.
Aim.
Can I say something? That's another reason we need a cleaning service more than once a day.
No, we need individual bathrooms from each other.
Right.
What does aberrant mean?
Go look it
Aberrant
up.
means
Your
abnormal.
picture is next to the
abnormal,
definition, whatever it
Right.
is.
Like disgusting.
Sal, why are you going to these booths, though? Why don't you just go home and get a porno?
Right.
Because my wife and children are home. I can't do anything at home. I go home, I got to, make dinner for my wife, give my, I hate to say it, help out the kids, and then I go to sleep.
Oh,
You
God.
make dinner?
You make dinner?
Oh, yeah. My wife's Irish. She can't cook. What, are you kidding me?
What a
Who
life.
cooks? Makes baked ziti with ketchup.
Does it
Why
gotta
don't you
make,
divorce her?
Because I love her. I mean, I'm not going to divorce her, but I come
But if
home.
you're not having sex and you're pleasuring yourself 3 times a day, and you're here at the station
Going to
pleasuring,
Times
Cooking.
Square
What do
in
you
the
have a
booth.
wife for?
yeah, and you're in booths.
And you're going to gay
Now you
booths.
know why I'm in booth.
You know what the crazy thing is? All those years Sal made
It's my
fun of
only
me.
free time in that booth. But
Aren't you embarrassed going into those booths?
nah, not well,
Those, I wouldn't even go to one of those. Those
Yeah,
things
I mean,
are
don't
disgusting.
you
There's a
cover
certain-
your face and
There's a
stuff?
certain walk you do. It's like everybody looks at their shoes on the way in and on the way out.
It's shameful.
It is, but hey, you got to do what you
I'm
got to do.
shocked. This is a guy who thinks spitting on women is attractive.
I
Well, that's
know.
what do you
It's
think he's
awful.
learning it?
Yeah,
from looking
where
at
else would you see those videos?
Do you have a specialty when you go? Is there a certain kind of movie
Yeah,
you
what are
like
you
to
looking
watch?
for when you're leaping through?
One time,
You should see the look of
I
disgust
swear,
on Tom's face.
I know.
it was an opera. It was like those.
By the way, it's on your face too.
Right now.
Yeah. Okay.
One time there was those doctor beds that you lay on with the sheet of paper.
Yeah.
There was a girl on there, and it was wonderful. And I just loved the fact that she was like in a doctor's office.
A live show or a film?
A film, but
Yeah.
she was crouched in, so you couldn't see her. So I took care of business, and then she got up and happened to be a she-male, so that was a real big.
Oh.
I got cheated there.
He's done the live show thing, Howard.
Yeah, and he's like in the live shows.
No live shows. I did it when I was 17. When I went to a concert one time, I went to a live show. Yeah.
Okay, now we've had the disclaimer. Go ahead and tell your
But
story.
you, don't you like to kind of humiliate the women in the live shows, like have them put their face against the
went to,
glass and things like that?
Yeah, I love that. I went to a concert. I was drunk off my ass.
All right, I don't want to hear
Hey,
that.
Howard, I got to tell you one
No,
thing.
no,
Just stay out of the bathroom.
It's
Just-
enough.
It's
To
enough.
all the fans out there,
Even I think it's enough.
all
What
the-
fans?
to all the
The
listeners,
fans of the booths?
don't pick up those phones. There's phones in there like at a prison.
It's like a prison, exactly.
It's
Right.
a glass partition. It's a phone. Don't pick up those.
Well, you can talk to the girls.
Yeah, but dude, the guy before me, he must have used that phone in a bad place because when I picked it up, something smeared against the side of my face, and it was like,
Why would you pick up a phone?
and it smelled like Oh,
but Sal, I went to one of those places once, and I went in and left. I mean, the girls aren't even hot.
Yeah, exactly.
And the smell is unbearable in those things.
Really?
Ralph,
Yeah, I went to one time, and I almost vomited. The smell is just...
You must have been looking in the mirror.
So I got a question. For you. So you're on TV
You
now.
weren't in no booth, dude. You were in the bathroom.
So you're on TV now, right? Sometimes you end up on the TV show.
So sick.
Do you ever worry that someone's going to recognize you?
Well,
Yeah, all the girls do.
No, I mean, don't you worry?
You ever
Weirdest thing,
put a
I'm on the
hood
train.
on or
I'm on
something?
the train 2 weeks ago, and there's a guy with his arms crossed, fuming, looking at me the whole way in. I go, what is this guy's problem? Then I get to work. They're like, hey, you had that spit video on E last night. It was great. I'm like, oh my God, this guy probably wanted to put his foot through my face.
But don't you worry when you walk into wherever it is you go that some guy's going to go, hey, there's Sal.
I'll say, how you doing? I'll just go into the booth.
Sal has no worries.
But you know,
Yeah, no guilt.
once they pick up the curtain and some other guy's looking at me, I'm never going back again.
Yeah, right?
And once the phone smells like ass.
Yeah, how do you go back?
You
what
get the
happened?
Gmail thing. How many times did he's had so many opportunities
That's
to
three.
say,
Why go
yeah,
back
I shouldn't be
after
doing
the guy pulled the curtain up on you and then other people are viewing you?
How many people were watching you, man?
It was. I looked to the left. I saw something real bad, and I ran out. I just remember.
Was this one guy?
One guy.
What, did you just change establishments? You
That
went
could
to a more reputable
Yeah,
one?
that guy paid for a one-on-one show.
Yeah.
You've
Now,
been
how many
back
times
since
you been back after that?
I don't know. I go from time to. The worst thing to do is always look down too. By the way, when you open the door, because you don't want to step into somebody else's mess.
When was the last time you were there? Within the last 3
Now I'm
months?
going to throw up. I think I'm
It was
gonna
about
throw
2
up.
weeks ago that he invited me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He invited you to go.
Yeah, I was going to
Let's
ask,
go hit
like,
the booth.
did you want to sit in the
That's
same
gay.
booth when you invited me? Or
Well, yeah, like where was Richard going to sit?
I
In
don't
the
know.
same booth?
No, I mean, I said you want to hit the booths. You go in there, you hit the booths.
Most people don't even know what a booth is.
He thinks it's like, let's have a
like a
Heineken.
football game.
It
or
is. I
something,
mean,
yeah.
it's self-pleasure, whether it's a beer or a
How
joint.
did you discover these things?
Yeah.
Lack of sex.
No, I mean, what did you do? It was like you were frustrated and you just said, you keep seeing these places and you finally said, I got to go in there and see what's happening.
I was always fascinated with these things. Always.
Really?
I remember one time I was 16 in the city with my parents, and I saw my first one.
Pee-wee Herman.
I'll never
Yeah,
forget
Pee
it.
Wee Herman.
My parents went to sit down. We were at a Chinese restaurant, and I see live women booths.
You're way pervier than I am.
I
man.
ran upstairs. I put the coin in. I dropped my pants so fast.
Your parents are downstairs having dinner somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were downstairs.
All right, I got to
I
take
think
a
Sal's
break.
got everyone beat on the perv meter.
Yeah, he even beats Richard Chris.
Yeah, I can always wait. You know, I would never even imagine doing that here. Like it's so.
You dress
would
this
never
guy up like
turn me
Duran
on.
Duran, and all of a sudden he's a dignified person.
See, Howard, we always say that the thing that's most interesting about Sal is that he didn't think that was wrong till we just told him it was wrong. He thinks it's perfectly normal behavior.
There's nothing wrong with taking care of business by yourself.
Not inviting a dude to a booth.
No.
And certainly not here at the radio station where I and all your coworkers can be exposed to your nasty.
Just
I won't
think
do
of
it.
what you looked like doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and I got to walk in there.
What if you got caught?
Yeah,
What if Tom caught you?
You can see. You can
Nobody
see.
wants
ask
to
him
be
to join
in
me.
there when
Tom
that's
would have
happening.
fired you.
Fired you.
But Tom-
On the spot.
Tom
the
forgot
spot.
what that was. It's been years since he did it
hasn't
himself.
forgotten, but
Tom knows what that is.
Tom knows, and Tom hasn't forgotten to fire you on the spot if he ever finds out you've done it again.
And I'll back him up on it.
I tell you what, Tom. Every time I go to the bathroom, you could peek in over the top.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break.
Sal, admit you're gay.
Wait a minute. All right,
wait a
cut it
second,
out.
wait a second.
Cut this crap out with the gay. I'm a man taking care of business to women, and all of a sudden Artie throws in the gay card. Why? Why do you always go to the...
You just invited Tom to look at you.
I invited Tom to look at me because it's a disgusting act.
All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.